Hi everyone, this is Alicia Smith from Alicia Smith Designs, and I have a project share for you. I am participating in the Gingerbread Loaded Bag Swap sponsored by Meekaboo32 and Rocky. And we had a couple things that we were responsible for. So, a wand or pennant, three bows, a tag, a shaker, a ribbon sample, 5 to 10 Gingy die cuts, an A2 card, and an altered paper clip or ball or bulldog clip. And she wanted all of this in like a decorated brown paper bag. Well, this is the first time that I have done a loaded paper bag swap. And so the first thing I created was the bag. And so this is the bag. I'm using Busy Sidewalks paper. And so I got all into it. So this little piece here are the offcuts of a rosette die. And I just keep those little pieces because I think that's interesting. That little spiky kind of look. So I use it for Halloween. I use it for things like this. So that's what that is. I decided to tear some paper and decorate this top piece. And so then I decided, oh, I'm going to make a shaker. So I don't even know if you can tell. You know how you hate when you put all this work into stuff and then you cover it up. You can't even tell that I did a shaker throughout and then torn paper and then I sewed it. I need for you all to see the labor, because it didn't make a bit of difference. I could have really just put a piece of paper over it. But nevertheless, I'm using chipboard from Jingle All the Way from Echo Park, as well as Christmas Magic. So I think it goes well with the Busy Sidewalks paper. Put some gingerbread people here in a house. And these are some, you know, how you have offcuts and circles and stuff. So they're from my stash. Use that there to embellish, and it's really cute, right? I think so. The problem is it's a paper bag, so it's not very sturdy, and that bothers me. It gets on my nerves. But here we are because, you know, I did all this labor. So there's this pocket here, and in the pocket, I have one of these little ugly sweater embellishments that I made, and it has a gingerbread person on the front with some diamond dots, and that is from a KS craft die, and I've just kind of got them thrown in here, but that KS craft die from a couple of years ago, and so she's gonna go in the pocket there. And I'm also sharing one of these poinsettia flower-ish kind of dies, die cuts, as well as a gingerbread house. And I'll take it out of the plastic. That may be helpful. So I made these last year, and they are really cute. But let me tell you, if you're not into paper piecing, this is not what you want for your life. But it turns out really cute. And so this die is if I can get my hands on it quickly, I will show you. Oh, here it is. It's a Sizzix die. Really cute. A lot of paper piecing, but nevertheless, I made several. I'm sharing one. I used some an embellishment folder. That's a sweater embellishment folder on some vellum to back it in. And then this is that poinsettia die that looks like a Tim Holtz die. And that's the way that one looks. So I am sharing those. And so they will go in that pocket as well. So we'll put that in there. So that pocket is packed already. And then we needed to create an A2 card. And this is my card because everything, of course, is gingerbread themed. I used some of those flowers from Hobby Lobby. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a sentiment that I popped up from this Tim Holtz sticker book that I got from Joann's. And I did some paper piecing or tearing as well, again using that same paper from Busy Sidewalks. Used some the leftovers of some of that embellishment, of some of that vellum that I had run through the embellishment folder. No, embossing folder, excuse me. And this is a gingerbread that I cut out of this die. So I thought it came out well. It's chunky. And then I used a stamp set for my stash. I don't remember exactly where I got this stamp set, but I stamped here and then used some puffy stickers from the Busy Sidewalks collection, and that's my card. And then because it is so chunky, I had to create an envelope box, and then I just decorated it like this and put something on the back so my card will fit in here. So you can already see why I am annoyed with a brown paper bag, because this is going to be hairy to keep all this in here correctly. The next thing, we needed to do some shakers. And so I did my shakers a little bit differently this time. I just did that same die, and I had a heart. Let me just take this out. I used that same gingerbread die, and I took a heart die and put it in the center and popped it up and made that a shaker. And this candy die here using Cookies for Kringle, I think that's the name of this paper. I think that's correct. This paper. To make that shaker, and I've shared these in the video, I think right before this one. Oh, this is it. That candy die right there. And then this tree is another die I had in my stash. It is not a shaker. It's just a tree. So I am sharing that as well. And because it's a brown paper bag that I didn't secure better, it's all just kind of going in. So there's that. I'm sharing some of these gingerbread clay pieces that I got from Joann's. So that's going in. My tag, I chose to make a number of tags because I have this tag set that I got from Hobby Lobby, and they are really cute. I got them last year. And you know, you can't just do one. So I did them in a couple different ways. So there's the penguin, there's the Gingy, and I just created the Gingy using these same ones, and I just did them on some craft paper and I just drew in the face. And that's that one. And then Santa and an elf. Here we go. And put it on a piece of scrap paper and embellish the paper. So these little slits here, though, because I'm trying to make sure that I really use my dies and use my stuff. So I had to have this Medodo mini album die. And now that I have it, I can't figure out how to use it because it's got all these little pieces. But anyway, nevertheless, this little piece here, I ran that through a 1.5 times on this piece of paper to create the slits that would allow those tags to be inserted. So, you know, we just make it work. It's just gonna be what it is. I think it's cute. It turned out cute. She could use this. My recipient could use this again if she chose to. Handle with care, though, sis. You know how that goes. So that is going in. And for the packaging for this, just took a piece of scrap paper, ran it through one of these punches that I have, added some little collection of stuff. You know, you have little things around, puffy stickers and whatnot. And so it's going in. So that's how that will be packaged. I'll slide it in and used assorted ribbon, of course, to go with each tag, and I thought they turned out cute. Let's see if I can get it in quickly so that you don't have to wait very long. And here we go. And that's going in. So as you can tell, it's getting pretty full. And then the two clips, altered bulldog clips or clips. So I have these gingerbread pieces, wood veneer. So I used a alcohol marker, painted it brown, and then went on top of it with a white, what I thought was going to be white. So anyway, I colored it in and then put some glossy accents over it, then put it on top of some eyelash trim, and then cut out an oval, and here they are. And then again, using that same little concept in a piece of scrap paper, created a slit so that they could just hang out here. So these are going in. Okay, and then the 3 bows. So I decided to make one of those candy wrapper kind of things. Now the bows themselves were given to me in a swap last year. So I said, here we go. So I've got similar wood veneer pieces that I colored using markers, adhered them to the bow. I thought it was really cute. I had a piece of a poinsettia and holly from Hobby Lobby, a piece of scrap paper, and it's going in. Okay. Then this summer I did a Christmas in July challenge where we were to take a summer theme and make it Christmas, and that's how I got to these rainbows. And so I created a couple of rainbows. So then using the same paper, Busy Sidewalk. So then I have that Silent Night that I used from that Tim Holtz sticker book. Some ephemera that I had in stickers. This I just printed this out last year, and I fussy cut the little gingerbread. This house was on something, you know how you just have little pieces. I think I fussy cut that out, or somebody sent me that maybe. Anyway, it's going on top of this handmade envelope that has all these gingerbread items in here. So I'm not really a gingerbread person, which is interesting that I would join a gingerbread swap. But anyway, we just made it work. So I had these tiny ones here that I cut out, and then the larger ones that I've already showed you. And so then I used, here we go. I used that same die to do some extra special stuff, right? So then I decided, well, let me make a hat. So I just free-formed a hat on this gingerbread person. And then I decided, well, you know, the queen has to have her hair done. So I took a, if I can get to it quickly, a 1-inch punch and made her ponytail. And then I had a crown punch from Hobby Lobby. I can't put my hands on it right now, but put that on there, and then freeform some hair. And then I had to, and you know, she needed to be dressed for the holiday. So I freeformed and just made a dress for her to wear. And then of course she had to have her pearls, you know, because that's what we do. So this is Miss Edna, and she is on a deaconess board, and so she is the queen of the day on Christmas. So that's what she's doing. And these are her girlfriends, Ruella and Miss Claudine. And so, and then of course, Brother Bob right here. So they had to have dresses and be decked out as well. And so I just freeformed the hair on these gingerbread people. So I did the most, you know, even though I say I'm not into gingerbread like that. I really am not. But for whatever reason, I went in on this exercise. So those are gingerbread. And then I have a die somewhere that does these little candy canes. So I added those. Whew, child. So anyway, we got a whole gingerbread situation in this handmade envelope. And I just made that, you know, just folding some paper over and then put some washi on it. And there we have it. So it's going in. All right, then this clip was given to me in a swap last year, so I'm sharing it. I just put a piece of paper over this. This is some gingerbread that I got from a gingerbread embellishment that I got from Dollar Tree, and so I'm going to share those. And then we were to create a ribbon sample. And if you've seen another video of mine, you've seen how I have done this before. And so I'm just reusing some packaging. But the ribbon itself was a little long. So those are the ribbons that I'm sharing. And then I have these Frosty the Snowman beads. Put some ribbon on there, and then just a tag to indicate that this is my ribbon sample, and a, you know, stitched on a ribbon here. And then this piece here was given to me in a swap recently, so I added that on. And so this is my ribbon sample, and so Frosty is ready to go, and it's going in. So bear with me while I get Frosty back in there neatly without tearing up my bag, because you know that happens when you recycle bags, just like I just did. Didn't I say that? Okay, there we go. There we go. It's happening. It's gonna be all right. So we will slide that in. If you are sensitive to crinkling, I apologize for that. If it is bothering you, thanks for hanging in there with me. We're going to just fold this up, move that in there. And so Frosty is ready to go. Okay, and so it's going in. It's going right here, back here in the back. So we've got a little bit of cascading happening. And then the last item I have, and I'll probably put a candy cane or something in here, is my wand. And so these are circles that I had in my stash using a variety of papers. This rosette was given to me in a swap. This is a punch or die that I have that creates this octagon. Is it 2, 4? Yeah, octagon or something, or you know, this shape anyway. And here's another rosette from my stash. I've got some eyelash trim here, another one of those gingerbread pieces. And then these are popped up. These are just some pieces from a sticker collection, and these are just stickers on some acetate. And then this is some frosted netting, a bow button that I took the back off of, and then I've created some tassels, a tassel, and then added some charms. This was just a craft straw, and then I added some washi around it to create the, I'm sorry, am I in frame? Yep. To put this green around here, and then just put a pom-pom on the bottom. So that's my wand, using some scraps and some items that have already been given to me. And then I'll add a candy cane, and there we have it. And maybe if I turn it this way, you can see the whole thing. So this was fun. Thank you so much to Tamika and Rocky for hosting this swap. I hope my my swap partner enjoys what I've created. And thank you all for stopping by. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you on the next crafty video. Thanks. Bye-bye.